my gosh, I have a Warner Brothers story to tell you, don't I? Okay, let's tell another story from the first year I was there. In the cafeteria, the fancy cafeteria, the executive dining room. I don't really think it might have been called the executive dining room. They also had a fancier one up in the executive wing that was like with a private chef for the CEO. I digress again. I digress a lot this week. So, on my birthday, my boss took me to the fancy sit-down restaurant next to the cafeteria. We're there, we're eating, it's really good. I cannot tell you what I ate because I do not remember. But like halfway through the meal, I said to my boss, I cannot believe we're in the fancy room and I haven't seen a single celebrity in here. And she's like, are you kidding? Penny Marshall is sitting right over there. And she overheard us and she was like, oh my gosh, that was funny. If you don't know who Penny Marshall is, look her up. She was a comedic actress, and then she did movies later, like her brother, Gary Marshall, who I'll give you a twofer this week. We used to see Gary Marshall in this restaurant all the time in Burbank, Toluca Lake area, called, what was it called? Moe's? Was it Moe's? Someone tell me who was there. Moe's? But I always used to go there and get the Foggy Bottom burger, which was a burger, which I always get rare because I like my meat to moo. Anyway. And it would have peanut butter on it. And then they made this house-made plum jam that they put on it too. Oh my gosh, that was always so good. But he was always there when we were there. I think that was the only place he ever ate. And later, he built a theater because he always wanted to have his own theater. And I think it was called the Falcon Theater at that time, but after he passed away, now it's called the Gary Marshall Theater, but it's right there by Warner Brothers, and actually it's across the street from this restaurant that he used to eat at all the time, which is no longer there. I think it's still a restaurant. I don't know what it is now, though. I have no idea. No, I don't know what it is, because I don't live there anymore, and COVID, and I don't remember what they did after that. So I think it's a couple different restaurants now. So that's my Warner Brothers story of the week. Gary Marshall, Penny Marshall sightings. Very exciting. Okay. I've rambled on long enough. I thank you so much for being here.